This is different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. Actually, it's more comfortable. I'm like more at ease.
Really?
With
This is
with
way
the table. I don't know
It's
where to put
way
my
more
hands.
comfortable here.
My foot is like, am I supposed to be here? This leg is here. And I don't know exactly where to put it. This is like comfy. Like we're sitting in couches.
Yeah.
And we're just shooting the.
If you provided me with a budget,
Yeah.
like a real budget,
Yeah.
I could buy.
You could buy what?
I could buy chairs for us to sit in.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Get your earballs ready. Welcome to the Greg and Tim Show podcast. Take time to sit back and relax and enjoy the show. Here are your hosts, Greg and Tim.
I'm putting these on. I heard a clip about how our last guest, Mr. Sean Connery, or as he's otherwise known, Danny McVeigh, he said off camera that I look haggard.
You did look haggard.
And so I'm wearing these glasses so you can't see the haggard look that possibly could be on my eyes.
Why those glasses?
Well, you see, I went to the party stuff store, and this was the most interesting set of glasses they had.
You bought those?
Yeah.
You just find them in the Lost and Found?
No, I guess I could have went to Lost and Found. I guess I could have and saved myself $8.99.
That's right.
After taxes.
99 cents.
But I figure I could use these.
Are you going to donate
They're
these
kind of
to
funny
somebody?
glasses.
Or
I could use it at some kind of event later on, right?
No.
Yeah.
You can't.
And I could put
They look horrible.
That's the point.
What event would you use those at?
Like some kind of a dress up, as goofy as you possibly can event.
Welcome back to the Greg and Tim
Welcome
Show.
back to the Greg and
Today,
Tim Show. I'm Tim. This is Greg, and
we are talking with Greg.
And you know what? This is great because I love we're sitting in the setting.
I don't like
the
this.
couches.
Yeah,
and you don't like it, and I love it. It just
this is what the guest sees.
Yeah,
and
you didn't
I can see why most leave right away.
The table up, and we were supposed to have a guest today.
We're supposed to have a guest
canceled,
today,
and so we will have Tara Maslowski on another time, but she just wasn't able to
she said she wasn't available.
Today,
I don't understand, Tara.
We will get her on at some point, but unfortunately today is not the day, and originally it was.
And you almost said her name properly, so that was good.
How did I not say it correctly?
I think you said
Maslowski.
Maslowski.
How do you pronounce it?
Maslowski.
That's what I said.
I don't know if you said it that way the first time.
I'm pretty sure
Should we be saying last names?
Right. Sorry, can you beep it out?
Which part? The first name or the last name?
No, it's the last name, so you don't do that. Anyway, so either way, she couldn't come on the show. But for all those people all those people out there in the interverse, if you could please, we want you to do a few things, and we always neglect to say this.
Smash that like button. Smash it.
Like, share, subscribe, comments.
Smash
it. Hey, we love the love. I
wonder how loud that is in the car.
Yeah.
Joel's driving.
Joel's driving, and Roman.
Roman's
he's up to the north,
watching.
the north of the Manitoba, and he has the icy roads. All of a sudden, I don't know what you said.
Smash that like
Smash it, and he's driving off the side. I don't know, into a bear or some kind, into a polar bear, into a polar bear.
Polar bear.
How far north is he going? This polar bears.
I don't know. I saw Matthew message you.
Go ahead. I thought I saw something.
Ask her to update her picture from 30 years ago. Who's this? What are we talking about?
He asked, he thought we had an interview tonight, which of course we did originally. And I made a joke about that we were interviewing a fellow or a competing real estate agent. And it was a funnier name. I can't say who it is because
that would be rude.
Because I would be giving someone else some kind of
Plus I said ask her to update her picture from 30 years ago.
It's true.
Which means that they might be.
Did you know that if you're campaigning in an election, the rule is you can't say the other person's name when you're talking about them? I learned that this week.
I didn't know that, but I did know that
my opponent. You say my opponent, and you can never name them. That's the rule.
I thought you were going to say that you had to use a current photo from this year. Did you know that when running for a political party, you've got to use a picture from this decade? I see some pictures from decades ago with realtors. It's just kind of interesting to see.
Oh,
But it also goes to show you that Matthew doesn't watch the podcast.
we do that,
Yeah,
but Carla does.
that's
Yeah.
good.
She's she's the good Havelka.
So this
What's a Havelka?
this episode brought to you by a different realtor. Thank you, different realtors.
We have a picture up there
of all the
It's-
different
and
realtors.
it's all
Here's
black.
all the realtors you could choose from that aren't Matthew. I wouldn't do that.
No,
I didn't
you
do
wouldn't.
that.
You would do that, but we won't.
I won't.
It's even if we
You
did.
got in trouble for saying the president's name the other day.
I did not.
He told me that he was
I
not
said
impressed with you.
I never said his name.
He
I
said
never said his name.
that Tim
I
Sanderson
never said his name. I
is
did not.
really wanting a death wish.
And you said what he was the president of.
I bleeped that out though.
Did you?
Yes.
Did you really?
I did.
I never said his name. I said Rave.
Yeah.
That is not his name.
Well, what
kind of a man goes by the name Rave? Do you know any? Do you know any?
You said rhymes.
Smash it!
You said rhymes with rave.
Actually, it's just said rave if you go back and look at it. I didn't actually say it rhymes with rave.
Well, now you're in trouble again.
I'm just commenting on what you
Ravid
said.
is going to be very upset.
I didn't say Raven. I said Rave.
Ravid.
I never said he's going to be Rave. Okay. I'm not.
The guy that will forever be known as Ravid.
Hey,
And it's funny because Jeffrey actually knows who
Raven?
Rave is.
Yeah, Raven.
And
Raven Ref know each other.
Ref and Rave. That's a podcast waiting to happen.
Ref and Rave is a terrible name. Okay, we're getting
I
sidetracked.
want to get into a
We're
couple
getting
of quick
sidetracked
things.
and the
Can I
non
talk about
sidetracked.
something
Go
real
ahead.
quick?
Yeah.
I am wearing head to toe new stuff today.
Okay. Right.
I got new pants
Yeah.
from Winners. Winners, if you're
Yeah.
looking to sponsor a podcast, got some new pants from
Rhymes
Winners.
with Ginners.
Winners. And I got a new shirt. This shirt is from Under Armour.
Okay.
$50 on sale for 15.
Well, the retail is all bumped up, but
Yeah.
sure.
And then
I got a T-shirt for $15.
and I got this
Smash it!
wonderful hat.
It's gonna be so loud editing it.
Do you know this
What are you
hat?
telling it to?
Do you know what the logo?
It looks like a chickadee.
No, it's a bird.
Yeah, chickadee.
It's from the market, Third and Bird.
Oh,
Yeah,
we know
the owner of Third and Bird.
Hey, I actually had her daughter was in my class that I did nothing when I subbed today.
Oh, well, it
Nothing
sounds
at
like you
all.
did nothing.
But I saw her last name there. They were just working on some other kind of project.
Anyways, they have another market coming up real soon.
Yeah.
And they've started a new market
Yeah.
called Mess Hall.
Right.
Have you heard of this?
Nope, I have not. Tell me,
So-
tell me, Greg.
So Mess Hall is going to be
cross my
like Third
legs.
and Bird.
Yeah.
It's going to be a whole bunch of local makers,
Yeah.
but local makers of food.
Right.
So it's going to be a food market. And yeah, it's really cool. It's called Mess Hall.
Yeah.
All the details are underneath your stinky feet there. No,
My feet don't stink.
it's just the socks.
That's right.
Yeah, so underneath there, the
some-
links for Mess Hall, Third and Bird's upcoming
Yeah.
thing that you should go to.
If you like food, you'll be there.
What's that?
You like food.
I love food.
You love food.
You like food too.
I
You just
enjoy it.
don't like eating it.
I it's right. Well, not all of the foods.
No.
I maybe they'll have some Spanish in the whole thing.
I don't think you can say that on the radio.
Spanish. I heard you don't like the Spanish. I just like saying it, but Spanish. I heard your wife makes a real good Spanish, and
It's
you
actually-
and
it's
you don't
actually
like
called-
to have it.
It's actually called Sloppy Joe's.
Okay.
And every time you
I'll
said
make
that
it
word,
extra sloppy for you.
every time you said that word, I have to bleep it out
Why?
because it'll be funnier.
Okay, but it is. That's the word Spanish.
Yeah, it's still.
I was just upstairs with your wife, and she was saying, I was like, what are you making? It smells lovely. And she said, it's Spanish. I'm making it now because Greg doesn't like it. And I'm doing it now when he's downstairs recording the podcast. So he doesn't have to have it. Last time he threw it across the floor and he swore at me. And I like, okay, but
Yeah.
you did break the door. And then she said,
Speaking-
no, we broke the door.
Speaking of throwing things across the floor, you know what documentary I just finished watching?
No.
Stop that. It was the documentary about the O.J. Simpson murders.
Oh, that he did not commit.
So one guy that they interviewed said, he talked to OJ and asked OJ, like later in life, he's like, OJ,
Yeah.
be straight with me.
Right.
Did you do it?
And he's like, I'll tell you for $200,000.
He said, this is what the documentary said. So
Yeah.
spoiler alert, if you don't want to know what he said, don't watch this next second. OJ Simpson said to him, if Nicole didn't come to the door with a knife, she'd still be alive today.
Right. But they're just recounting it. They're not actually having that conversation.
Well, you don't hear that conversation.
Oh, okay.
He's recounting the conversation.
So you have to take his word for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this guy's an OJ Simpson sympathizer the whole time.
Right. Oh, he's on his side and he's still saying that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time I start getting a little tired, I'm just going to put these glasses back on. And then I'll, they'll be like my superhero to not look haggard.
We're so prepared for today. We have 0 drinks.
Yeah.
We have 0 rock stars for you.
You know what? I had a rock star in my fridge I was going to take this morning. It was gone. It was gone. I was livid.
Who would have taken it?
You know what? It's a mystery. I don't know if I'm ever going to find out. We hypothesized about what could have happened, but it had to do with one of my children.
Rhymes with railer.
I think so, because she was the only one that wasn't in the kitchen when we discussed it.
And Smavery wouldn't have done it.
I don't think so. No. So
speaking of Smavery, I got a text message from her today.
Oh, do tell.
Yeah, she's looking for money.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
So should we put her contact information below? If you'd like to donate, you can e-transfer money to that phone number.
Yeah.
And that email address.
She's doing a missions trip to Los Angeles.
She's fundraising for it.
Yeah, she's fundraising.
Should we put that below?
I don't know if you can.
Yeah.
You can?
Put it below.
We can do that?
Her email address? Yeah.
Okay. We can send her email address to people?
Well, it'll be below. They can email her money.
I guess you can give people, yeah. So anyway, she's looking for money.
Is she okay with that?
I will ask.
If she's okay with it, it's down there below. And if it's down there below, click on the email and send her an e-transfer.
Yeah, so she's doing, like I said, a missions trip.
She needs $10,000. And she asked if I could donate half of it. And I said no. She's like, Uncle Matthew's donating half.
Both of those things aren't true. Like, you've now gone into 0 things truth, 2 things non-truth.
No, I said that she's raising money.
Yeah, okay, so that's the one truth.
Yeah.
Then $10,000 is a non-truth, and then she asking you for half of it is a non-truth as well.
Well, she said Uncle Matthew already donated half, so she was asking if I could match that.
Yeah, he did not donate half.
Matthew,
as far as I know, he did not donate half. I could be wrong. I haven't got the updated thing. I didn't get the update on my Rockstar or where she's at for fundraising.
Okay.
But she is fundraising.
I would like to know that number.
About what she's looking for?
Yeah, how much money she's at.
Oh, yes. It was at, she was at $1,100, I think.
Wow. So she's very close to her goal.
Yeah, I was around $1,000, somewhere around there.
She's very close to her goal of 10,000.
Again,
get below there and donate.
She's looking to donate $10,000.
Let's put it down there. Yeah. She can donate.
What's every fundraising now? And so, yeah. Okay, let's move on. Talking about some real stuff, real important things. Okay, let's discuss the Jets will not lose a hockey game for a period of a month.
No, 2 weeks.
No, a total of they will not lose a game because they have some time off now. So
they play on the 22nd.
Yeah, and the last time they lost the game was around the 20th of.
Lost a game.
So they will not lose. They will not lose a game for a whole calendar month. Which is awesome. Yeah, because they're not going to play again.
Because they could lose in February, and they did lose in January.
January 22nd was the last
calendar month.
And if they lose again, the next time they play is
they could possibly not lose a game in a 30-day period. That's what you're thinking.
In a month. No, in a month period. You don't have to be in the exact.
They lost in January. They could still
that's
lose in
ridiculous.
February.
In a span of 1 month's time.
In a span of 30 days. It's not a month.
Okay,
Comment below.
A month is not 30 days?
When you think of a month, do you think of, it goes January to February? Or do you think a month, January 15th to February 15th?
That is a month. They're both months.
They're not a month.
They are both a period
Those are 2
of
months.
A month.
January 15th to February 15th is 2 different months.
No, That's ridiculous. But
You can't quantify time in months.
That's a month. If I said I had gone to the chiropractor on February 15th and then I didn't go till March 15th, I had not gone to the chiropractor in 1 month. I can say that truthfully.
No, because you went the month previous.
I haven't gone for a month. A full month.
You haven't gone for 30 days.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
That's like saying baseball hasn't been played for a year.
What? No, that's completely different because that would be a year segment of time, 365 days, which can be quantified. Just like a month is anywhere from 28 to 30 days. That's a month.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, because you can't quantify a month that way.
Yes, you can. You literally can.
Just, if you can, just right below whether or not. Don't smash anything below.
Anyway, I digress.
I don't believe you, but
Okay.
anyway,
I'm
30. They might not lose a game within 30-day period,
Sure. Right?
not a month, because unless they go undefeated in February, that's not winning in a month. Or losing a month.
I almost guarantee that people out there will agree with me.
No, they won't.
They will.
We're gonna put this as a poll.
Yeah, we will
Tomorrow.
definitely do that. Tomorrow we'll do that.
Tomorrow.
That's a good idea. Anyway, I'd be interested to see how many people, all of them, think you're wrong. What I was saying was they're not playing because we got the Four Nations Cup, which is how many nations is that? 4.
Is it Four Nations Cup or Four Nations Tournament?
I think it's called the Cup.
Okay.
Four Nations Tournament. One of the two. You're right. I don't know 100%. And
there's a lot of things
we have
100%.
Sweden.
Who are we playing
We
tonight?
have the Finland.
Are we playing Finland tonight?
No, we're playing Sweden tonight, and we have the dreaded Americans. They're
evil empire.
They're gonna get 25% of our players off the ice tonight. I think
Yeah.
Trump said.
No, I heard that 25% of the players that were born in the United States to Canadian fathers don't get to play tonight.
Which is a lot. Yeah. And then the Canadians, and we play Sweden tonight. Yes.
It's funny because there's some players on all the teams that were born in different countries or that were born of people from different countries.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like there's some American players like not the Kachucks. Were the Kachucks born in Canada?
I do not recall.
But then they identify as Americans.
Yeah, so they play for America. Same thing for the juniors. There was a player from Quebec who was born in Quebec, then moved to the States again, played for the U.S. This is when people say, well...
And I think there's a guy from Russia that was playing for Canada. I can't remember. There was some weird stuff going on.
Most of the time, if a player is born in one country and plays for another country, typically it's those born in Canada. Which is why I argue that Canada is still the best nation for hockey because the ones that are, born and bred are.
Do you remember back in the day the Brett Hull controversy?
Yeah,
like he would always play for America, but he was
I was watching highlights of him in '96 when Richter stood on his head again in a similar tournament, right?
Yeah, the World Cup of hockey or the Canada
World Cup of hockey. Yeah, that's right.
World Cup hockey or Canada Cup?
World Cup. Canada Cup was '87, and I think they played again in '91.
Okay.
So, but yes, that was a World Cup of hockey where, like I said, Mike Richter stood in his head, but Brett Hull scored to make it 1-0. I was watching highlights, and I didn't want to continue watching because I knew how it ended.
So your question about the World Four Nations,
so we had this argument
thing that's going on.
Argument with you and with Smash You and with Rave and with that's about it. Where we're talking about, we're like, Mark Scheifele was on the bubble for going because Sidney Crosby got injured. He missed a game. And so is he going to play? Is he not going to? Now he is going to play.
Yeah.
But now people are like, well, I hope he does play. And I was in the camp where I wanted him to play. And some people.
I wanted Crosby to play.
Right. Because people are like, what if Scheifele gets injured? And we don't want him playing. And, that could happen. Of course, that could happen with any of these players, right? Morrissey could get injured. Hellerbuck could get injured, and then their year is done, right?
That would really hurt the year.
And so the question is it just that we don't want our star or any of our players, obviously they're star players that they're that good to play in the tournament. Do we not want them playing in this tournament because we don't want them playing in any tournaments? Or is it just this tournament because we just not as big a tournament as, say, the Olympics, which are next year in Italy?
So the Olympics are very different because they're playing for something that has history and meaning. Yeah. This is a made-up tournament with a made-up trophy with a made-up group of rules.
Right.
And It's made up. There's no point.
Is it made up? I missed that.
And it's
I
brand
missed that
new.
point.
You should check out your notes. It's a brand new tournament that honestly should be running at the end of the season.
Right.
Like, this is a tournament that could run during the playoffs, tandem with the playoffs after the second round.
Right.
During the third round of the playoffs, where there's less teams and they got to have a couple extra games in the middle of it.
But then not all the best players are playing in there. There's still players playing. It'd be
No,
like the
not
World
all
Cup.
of them.
It'd be like the World Championships.
It'd be like the Spengler Cup or whatever they call it.
It wouldn't make it as cool. Wouldn't make it as good because you don't have the star players, increasing the exposure of that sport in
Finland, Sweden, Canada,
the
USA.
Maybe the Swedes
those are the four places that it's being.
Where is Russia, by the way? But anyways, continue.
Russia's not allowed to play.
When are they going to be allowed to play?
Doping and the Ukraine war.
They're doping and the
they
Ukraine
were
war.
doping and the Ukraine war.
And I had this rant months ago. Was like, when does the U.S. get in trouble for bombing places, which they have done?
Never mind bombing, but putting tariffs on places.
Yeah. Why don't? Yeah. Well. Yeah. Like the U.S. can do whatever they want. Apparently,
it's true.
Yeah. So you don't like it. I will grant you that
one wish.
That
I wish that this podcast got 10 million views.
4 Nations is not as big, obviously, as the Olympics. So you are correct.
Well,
I agree with
obviously.
that. And I would probably I would probably wager a guess that it's something about the CBA as far as the Players Association doesn't want to play it then after the year. They probably would rather have this break to do it now, so it doesn't interfere with their summer holidays, etc., etc. I'm sure they tried to do some other times and it didn't work out, and this is the only way that it did.
Yeah.
But I will grant you that. But as far as like wanting and the Canada Cup that you talked about was in the summer. It was in August. I remember watching it after a baseball game, and I remember Lemieux scoring that goal.
It was pre-tournament.
But do you remember who had? So it was Lemieux. So Gretzky set up Lemieux. Who got the secondary assist?
Dale Howardchuk.
Dale Howardchuk. So didn't we love to see him playing and setting him up and remember those things as kids?
He didn't get hurt.
No, of course, but you can get hurt tomorrow morning and be out for the year slipping in your shower. People do it all the time.
Yeah.
So are we not going to? And this is the argument we had at the end of the year too. Take your guys out of the lineup because what if they got hurt? Well, you play 82 games, so it's a freak of nature if you play the 82nd and you don't, you get hurt.
What if you play the 82nd game and you got hurt when it meant nothing?
What if you played in the 79th game and you got hurt? Like these what if questions are ridiculous in my mind.
No, they're not, because we have Morrissey, Hellebuck, and Kyle Connor. So we have three.
Don't fact check me on that.
We have 3 very good players playing in this tournament.
Yeah.
If one of those players went down, how devastating would it be for that team?
Yeah, again.
No, I'm just asking you. If Hellebuck went down, if Hellebuck goes down tomorrow, when USA plays tomorrow against Sweden, and Hellebuck goes down, I'm not trying to speak this, and this,
as you say it 3 times in a row.
This is coming out on Monday, so they've already played 2 or 3 games by now when this has come out.
Yeah.
If somebody goes down, what do you do? Like, how do you recover from a PR nightmare like that when your number 1 team, number 1 goalie in the league, something happens?
So you're okay with chancing it for the Olympics, but not for this tournament.
The Olympics are different.
They're in the same time of year.
I know, but they're different because they're a thing that you're competing against the world. Right? The same as the World Juniors, right?
But there is only
there is
only 4 teams that can win anyway.
The World Juniors are in the middle of the season.
What does it matter if Japan and some of these other teams are in there? What does it matter? These are one of the 4 teams that are playing now are going to win.
Not necessarily. The Czechs aren't playing, the Slovaks aren't playing, and the Russians aren't playing.
They call it Czechia.
But they're called Czechs. That's their name.
Czechia, isn't Czechia?
The Czechs, the Slovaks, and the Danish people aren't playing.
Well, the Slovaks aren't going to do anything.
And the Russians aren't playing either.
Yeah, I miss.
But I'm just saying that, like, you're playing against the world in that tournament. It's like the World Juniors. It's in the middle of the junior season. They play the World Juniors every year. If a player gets hurt in that,
Well, and they're not in the NHL yet, so
But if a player gets hurt in that, they lose an opportunity to possibly try to win the Memorial Cup, right? So
Well,
there is a lot of things that go on with these tournaments,
Yeah.
but when you're on a world stage, it's
Yeah.
different. This is a North American made-up tournament.
right.
Made up.
Well, I mean, every tournament's kind of made up. We just have the history of the Olympics being for so long, right?
Yeah.
They're all made up.
Did you like the last one where they had like the Team North America, Team Under 21, Team Canada, Team USA?
No.
You didn't like that
No.
one? Why not?
I don't know. It's just I'm a traditionalist, I guess.
But you like this one? A four team round robin tournament with one championship game. With one championship game.
I prefer this one.
4 teams.
Yeah.
Round robin. So
Yeah.
you're playing 3 games.
Yeah.
That all comes to a head with one championship game.
But that usually comes in most tournaments.
There's no playoff bracket.
Right.
It's one championship game
Right.
based on your record at the end of those 3 games.
Right.
What if every team?
I think it's kind of
What
fun.
if every team goes 2-1
Right.
for the same score in
Well,
every game?
they'll have different.
No, same score in every game.
That's it. That's not gonna. The chances of that mathematically are like nothing.
I know.
0.0%.
But at the time of this podcast
Yeah.
being shown,
They're not going to be.
that's
2-1.
already happened
Finland's
in the first
down,
3 games.
Finland's down. I think the only Finnish defenseman in the NHL that is not on the Finnish team is Hienola from
Bjorn Borg?
No, it's Hienola from the Jets. He's the only Finnish defenseman not on the Finnish Four Nations team.
He didn't make the team?
Well, no.
Oh.
But isn't that hilarious? Like, can you imagine that the only person from defenseman from a country, you only dress 6 defensemen.
I know. I think they've
had
8.
injuries.
I think they have 8 on the
Heiskanen.
record, though.
What's that?
I think they have 8 that are going to be on the actual team.
Is it? Well,
The
6,
roster.
whatever it is. Anyway,
You have to have spares on the roster. You can't just have 6.
They'll
Oh,
send,
crap. We got to go to Mexico and get Bjorn Borg off the
You
plane.
love saying he's a tennis player. Oh, by the way, I heard you got tennis elbow.
I do. I still have it.
You don't even play tennis.
I've had it since November.
Why do you say Borg? Why do you say Borg?
Bjorn
Did you
Borg.
know he is a tennis player?
I was just saying
Well,
Finnish
Bjorn-
names.
Borg Solming, maybe.
Bjorn Solming.
Borg,
What about Johan Hedberg?
I don't know.
Johan.
Johan.
Remember him with the Moose? And then he
Yeah.
went and played for the Pittsburgh
He was a
Penguins?
goalie. He was a goalie.
A
A
goaltender.
goalie.
Goaltender.
He's not French.
Are you
Goalie.
French? Are you French?
Okay.
Can you speak French for 5 seconds?
Je ne sais pas parler français.
You don't know how to speak French?
Je ne sais pas parler français.
It's Je m'appelle Greg.
I don't. Hey, listen, I
Comment
don't.
t'appelles-tu?
Je m'appelle Tim.
Comment t'appelles-tu?
Je m'appelle Tim. Muy,
Ça va?
Muy bueno.
Ça va?
Ça va bien.
Ça va.
Ça va bien.
Just ça va.
Comme ci, comme ça.
Comme ci, comme ça.
I don't want to brag, but I did fail grade 11 French.
Yeah. Well, so you should know what comment t'appelles-tu is.
It's been like 100 years. Oh, you know what? Speaking of, and I'm just getting a text from Jasmine Lane that said we should get off a sports topic. By the way,
She's watching live during our taped recording.
she's right there.
What the?
You know, it's doing sound.
That's awkward.
Special thanks to her for shouting us out for an episode and sharing it. By the way,
Yeah.
So I totally forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah, you agree with the Four Nations Cup, and I don't. Bjorn Borg shouldn't
No,
play.
there was something else I was gonna say about
Johan
something
Hedberg.
else, and now I totally forgot. I made the joke, and I completely and utterly
one thing
forget.
that you and Danny did not get during the recording?
Yeah.
You always said, "Why do good things happen?" or "Why do bad things happen to good
Yeah.
people?" And I said, "Yeah, it kind of poses that question of why do bad things happen to good people?"
You just
No, and I
reversed
said,
it?
"Why do good things happen to bad
Right.
people?" And nobody caught on. Danny
well-
just answered the question. Why do good things happen to bad people? Well, this is why.
because that wasn't the question,
That's what I said, though. I said, "Why do good things happen to bad people?"
right?
And even when you rewatched the episode, you didn't even
It's
like.
the same question. It's the same question in reverse. It's the same question.
Okay.
Like, why don't people get what they send out into the world?
Deserve.
Yeah, so they're
Get what
the
they
same.
deserve. Is
They're
that
the
what you're going to
same
say?
question. Yeah,
Is that what you
what
meant
they
to say?
deserve? Yeah,
Why don't you get what you deserve?
yeah, right. which goes into another topic.
Do you know the other topic that you want to talk?
Yeah, I do, but I'm telling you something. I was going to tell you something that happened, and now it's bothering me.
Bjorn Borg?
No, it was. Oh man, it is just bothering me now. Anyway, maybe it'll come back to me, but it's really, really, really bothering me. Okay, so we had this topic queued up a number of weeks ago that we were going to talk about
In the queue,
and I
yeah.
had a little bit of a rant that I wanted to go on.
Oh,
And there's gonna be if there's
is it up on
time
this?
if there's
It's not up on the
time
screen.
after this one, I have a secondary topic, but we're
I don't know if there'll be time.
okay. We'll see if there is.
We can save it for another time.
So this idea, can I take the glasses off now? You made me keep them on because we had a little bit of a break, and for continuity's sake,
Stop it.
then I'm going to take them off now. Okay. So what I was going to say is this term blessings. You're praying for blessings, and
The blessing.
and
You
it's
remember where
like
that's from?
every
You remember
little
where that's from?
no.
From Christmas Vacation.
The blessing.
Oh, vaguely.
Yeah.
I've only watched that movie a couple times. Chevy Chase.
Really? I watch it every Christmas.
I'm gonna tell you something you're not gonna like.
Yep.
I don't love that movie. Like I like that movie.
Yeah. There's people that are wrong about a lot of things.
Yeah, well, there you go. We can
Mostly
disagree.
you.
But
Like a month?
people throw
It's been a month.
people throw around the term blessings way too much for me. And my biggest pet peeve is when they say, I pray for blessings for a parking spot close to the door at the gym. That's my least favorite. And it's like, you're going to the gym to get exercise, and we're praying for a spot close to the door of the gym and other little things. Do we overuse the word
So
blessings?
I got a question for you.
Hashtag blessing. Yes, you see that on social media. Hashtag blessed.
So I got a question.
Overused?
I got a question for you. Who do you go to the gym with?
Who do I go to the gym with? My wife.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you're in the car and
Yeah.
you're hearing people say, I'm
No,
praying
no,
to be blessed
no,
by a good spot, the only
no.
person you can hear from is
No, we have
Who said it?
Listen,
Who
listen,
has said
listen.
it that you've
We
heard?
will it'll never be said in our car. It's never been said once in our car.
So then how do you know
Not by
people
my
say
wife.
that?
Because I hear it from other people.
How do you hear it?
Just in general, on social media, on clips, on when I have, been in the vehicle with other people, I've heard. Haven't you heard that before? Haven't you heard that before? Yes, you have.
I've never heard somebody say, "Oh my goodness, I've been blessed by a good parking spot."
And I was watching Elevation, and Stephen Furtick, great preacher from Elevation, said the same thing. He's like, maybe you need that extra walk to the gym to go work out.
You know what's funny? We were blessed by a good
Hashtag
parking
blessed.
spot in San Antonio when we went to the Alamo.
Right. I don't know. A nice day. I like a good walk. But I think I'll give you, I know I don't give my opinion.
I'd love for you to
I
think.
throw out all these things and I don't give my opinion.
Not
and I stay
once.
and I do that a
You
lot.
stay in a lane.
I agree. I stay in a lane and I throw it at you and I don't give my opinion. Yes. That is the end of my rant. It gets overused. Hashtag blessed gets overused to too many things.
So what do you think out there? No, just kidding. I'll give you my
You can
opinion.
if you want.
My opinion
Yeah.
is that some people want to say it so that they can give people hope.
Okay.
So like, somebody gets, wins $30 in some kind of draw. And they're like, hashtag blessed.
Yeah.
It gives people that like positivity,
Right.
that hope that, oh, that person's blessed. Maybe I could also be blessed.
Right.
There's also the thought of like, your kids are playing hockey and, you share that your kids are playing hockey and you put hashtag blessed. Do you not agree with that? That your kids are able
Yeah.
to play hockey, that your kids are able to play hockey because of the cost of the hockey, that your kids are able to play hockey because of the fact that they actually have the skills to play hockey. And the fact that, maybe you didn't grow up playing hockey. Do you not think
I
that
played 1 year.
when
1 year.
somebody says #blessed,
Yeah.
when they're talking about their
I don't
kids,
disagree that it doesn't have value. I just think it gets overused.
So when are they supposed to stop using it?
I think it loses value when you overuse it for every little thing. Every little thing.
Okay.
Are you blessed with like every menial thing that happens? However
Tell me one of
small
the
it
things
is.
that people say that they're blessed by that's
Uh,
menial.
Did I have something else that I had planned to use as an example? I probably should have, but I didn't because I'm blessed to have you sitting beside me. #blessed.
Yeah, you are.
But that would be true. I am.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just think.
But that's what I mean. So
I think it's
why
overused.
do you think that it's overused then?
You know what the funny thing is like 5 weeks ago when I had planned to do it, I had thought in my head more so about it than now. And I forgot all my points. I'll check my phone. I'll check my pink phone. I have a pink phone. #blessed. I have these glasses that I got from Party Stuff. #blessed.
Hey, do you want to know something?
I have these
Some
socks.
people don't
They
have
smell.
$9 to spend on a crappy pair of
Actually,
glasses,
not bad.
but you do.
I think they're kind of
You
cool.
do. You have $9 to
cool.
spend on a crappy pair of glasses.
I think they're cool.
I know, but I'm telling you right now, there's people out there in the world that cannot afford those glasses.
All right.
So you are blessed.
You know what? It's kind of a good topic for the two of us because we do kind of. I can see how we kind of disagree because you are always finding everything, and that's your point. Your point is the fact you can say blessed about everything is because we are blessed to have everything. That's your point, I would say, right?
Well, it's not just that we're blessed to have everything. And yeah, like there's people out there that don't get things that they want or they need and all that kind of stuff. What you have to do is keep a positive outlook on things though, so that you're not just like thinking about this was just given to you.
That's the other issue I have with #blessed. It seems like in North America it's all material things. I bought this
But a
brand
parking
new
spot that's
brand new
not a material
cars.
thing bothers you.
Again, I'm using one example of something I think is overused.
Yeah.
That's my
So
personal
like
opinion.
when you
This,
bring
I bought this new Lamborghini #blessed,
when we gave that money,
which is of course
when we
not
gave
they're
money
expensive.
to our waitress
Yeah.
at Christmas time, would you say we blessed her with that money?
Yes, and that's my point. When that is something that was special, and when you use it for every little thing, it makes those really blessed times less important. I think when
Okay.
you
Okay.
use
Nope.
blessed for every little thing.
I heard what you said. When you say every little thing, you have to remember that some people are very grateful for every little thing.
Right.
Some people are actually honestly grateful for what they have.
But and
Like to be blessed by that.
Right.
Like you have a family, you
you're-
have a job,
You're
you
right.
have a car,
Yeah.
you have 2 working legs, you have working arms. But do you think that you're blessed?
I think there are people who go around and are thankful and believe they're blessed for every little thing. Yes, but there are also people that use it as a token saying that loses meaning because they don't really understand what it really means. I think they're both true. I think you're right. I think I'm right. Anyway.
You can't take both. You can't sit on the fence. You
no,
sit on the
no.
fence all the time.
No, because
Yes,
again,
you're always a
this is
fence
my
sitter.
point. This is like the month thing. Both two things can be true at one time. January is a month. 30 days between the middle of January and the middle of February is also a month. Two things can be true at the same time. And I often say that this is a mustache and this is a beard and this is also a beard.
No.
Two things can be true at the same time.
But you're wrong because everybody you've asked that question to has not agreed with you.
Okay, well, I'm just saying. I'm not saying that.
You are blessed to be able to grow a mustache, though.
I'm happy with. Actually, I'm having a good beard mustache week.
You got it trimmed.
I got it trimmed on Sunday. I want to say Saturday. I think one of those days, and I'll be very happy with it. Yeah, I'm having a good beard / mustache week. So anyway, that's my rant. Let's leave it at that.
But
If
I
people
don't want to
want
leave it at that because I think that people need to understand that there's blessings in their lives and they
No,
should not cheapen it by thinking, well, Tim doesn't think
Listen-
I'm blessed.
No, listen, I
Tim
agree.
thinks that I
Of
shouldn't
course,
think I'm
of course,
blessed.
I agree with you that there are many things that we are blessed to own, to have, whether it's material, whether it's family, whether it's people, friends in our lives. But I'm not disputing that, and I'm not discounting that. I'm just saying in today's culture, #blessed gets overused. That's it. That's my point.
And not all of us get to go on 2-week trips down to the States.
2.5.
2.5-week trips.
I want to
down
clarify
the
that. It's
States.
not just 2. Although it is 2. Oh no, it's 2 weeks because it's like over another weekend, so it's not technically any more than 2 weeks because a week is like from Monday to Sunday. A week can't be Wednesday to Wednesday based on your rule of thumb.
No, that would be 7 days.
Yeah. No, but 7 days is
Are
not a
you going
week.
for
7 days is
the
not
week?
a week.
Are you going for the week?
A week, not the week.
It's not a week. It's not a Monday to a Sunday.
So if I go from a Wednesday to a Wednesday, I have not gone for a week.
That's right.
Okay, well there you go.
Gone for 7 days.
It's
Or
just not,
8 days.
which is not a week. 7
Or
days is
8
not a week.
days if you count it as a Wednesday to a Wednesday. That's 8 days.
I think that we have. I think we're almost done the podcast. I mean, in
forever?
general.
Like forever? I think we're almost on the podcast. Forever.
And yes, you know what we should end. You know what we should end the podcast with. We didn't actually start and say how we're doing. Like we referenced
How are you doing?
we referenced my trip and then all the other stuff. But
So-
I didn't see how you were doing. I didn't say you didn't ask how I was
Nobody
doing.
cares
We totally
anymore.
bypassed that.
Nobody actually cares about how we're doing.
Is that true?
Yeah.
That nobody actually cares?
No.
Rave doesn't care. Matthew doesn't care.
Smatthew now?
What was he before? Oh, it was always Matthew.
I think it was Schmatthew.
Matthew with an S
Or-
with an H. Matthew. Oh, that's right. Matthew.
He's a very smashing guy.
But why don't
But
you?
I don't care.
Okay. Well, that's all the time we have. I want you to
anyway,
like, subscribe,
We gotta
share.
We got to talk about this. This is coming out on Monday,
Yeah.
which it is right now. Today's a Monday. You are currently away, so if anybody knows where you live,
Or just email the email that we have.
they can always go to your house and utilize it. #blessed for a warm home.
We have a house sitter.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
With the dog?
Yeah.
Or is the dog the house sitter?
Oh, don't come to our house. You'll scare the dog.
You'll scare the dog. Anyway, but you're gone.
Yeah.
We have another episode coming out
Yeah.
next Monday, which is a very special episode,
Yeah.
which is a special guest podcast without Timothy.
Oh, really? All right. Have I left yet?
Yes, you're gone.
I'm gone?
You're
I'm right here and I'm gone at the same time.
You're
This is
gone.
freaky.
Because you won't be back in time to record a third podcast.
Right. Okay, I will tune into that for sure. On the road, I'll definitely. No, I won't because
You
it'll
will be on
post-
the road,
It'll
yeah.
post when I'm back.
No, it comes out on the 3rd.
Right. Oh yeah. So you're right. Then
You'll
I
be
won't-
driving.
I won't be here. Yeah. Okay.
Well,
Will you tell me who it is?
Nope.
You're just gonna have as I watch.
Yeah.
Is it Tara? Is it Tara Maslowski? You should do that.
I don't want to give away who it's going to be.
Yeah, and if you get someone to replace me, that's fine. I'll pay you back by editing the show when I get back.
Perfect. It'll already be edited and it'll already be up.
No, just send it to me.
No, I
On the
do
road.
not want to do that.
And then I'll
You don't want to see an edited podcast by Timothy.
It'll just be what you send
Well,
me.
yeah,
I'll
exactly.
just upload it immediately.
I thought we only recorded with one camera.
Oh yeah, yeah. Are you really gonna do a podcast with someone else?
I have to.
We don't.
And
have
I've already
to.
booked the guest.
You have
Yes.
like the guest person you're doing the thing with, or a guest that you're interviewing with the other person.
No, it's just me interviewing somebody.
Okay. All right, that'll be good. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. I'll get to talk.
I'm really curious now. I have to know.
Just you wait and see.
Is that why canceled? so that they could do one when I'm not here? Did I insult them too much with my questions the last time was here?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, I beat myself up.
We were supposed to be
beat
recording
myself.
with today,
Yeah,
and the canceled. That's why we're sitting on the chairs.
Are
And
you
isn't
beat the
Scarlett Johansson? She
Oh.
still hasn't.
is it
gotten back.
Scarlett when I'm gone? I'm not as big a fan of Scarlett as you are.
That's why it would be perfect as a one-on-one interview.
Yeah. Yeah. All of a sudden, Lorraine's doing sound. And I never want to do sound, but I'm definitely doing sound that day.
Just for that one. Anyways, thanks for watching the Greg and Tim Show. We
cheerio.
appreciate it.
Like,
and
subscribe,
don't forget
share,
to like,
all those
subscribe,
good
share,
things, and
all
watch
those
my
good
head
things.
in
And
your
watch
screen.
Tim's hand. It's in the screen. But yeah, thanks for watching, and share this with your friends.
Share it
Because
Sharing
this
is
one was
caring.
a fun episode.
Yeah.
There's some controversial topics from Tim
Yeah. Always
about the
is.
Four Nations Faceoff and the what's the other thing that we talked about?
The hashtag blessed,
Hashtag blessed.
to have your players play in the Four Nations Cup
Yeah.
or not.
Thanks for watching. Have a fantastic day.
Have a good day.
Thanks for watching the Greg and Tim Show podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with all your friends. Sharing is caring.